Hello children, today we will be doing Unit 3.4, How the First Letter Was Written. Now this is a lesson which is written by Rudyard Kipling. So children, first of all I'll tell you all the hard words which are highlighted. The first one is spanked. Spanked means shout at, okay, to shout at someone. Then we have is carp fish, okay, carp fish. It's a type of fish which is found in fresh water. Then we have is jabbing. Jabbing means poking roughly and quickly. Next, a pretty kettle of fish. This is a phrase which means a messy situation. Next we have is must make the best of a bad job. It means to do something well out of a bad situation or bad circumstances. And the last one is reindeer sinews. It means or it is the kind of thread of the reindeers, okay, which is tough, flexible band of connective tissues that connects the muscles to a bones in animals and humans. So they are like threads which were used in the olden times to tie certain things. So children, this is a lesson which deals with an imaginary origin of letter writing. It is believed that the earliest form of writing was pictorial. Pictorial means which is dependent on drawings and pictures to express feelings and convey messages. Now since it is a story which is written for children, for you all, the main character of the story is a child. Her name is Taffy-Mai Metalumai, who lives happily with her father, whose name is Tegumai Bobshulai, and her mother's name is Teshumai Tevendro. One day what happens is Tegumai, that is the father, he goes down to a river, which is a Vagai river, with his little daughter Taffy. Tegumai broke his spear while he was fishing because he hit the spear so hard to the rock bottom that he broke the spear. So while poking it down quickly into the river to catch a fish, so that time the spear broke. Now what happened is that he forgot to bring an extra spear, and he did not want his little daughter to run back to the cave. So children, remember, this is a time of the Stone Age time, where people used to live in caves and their houses and hunting grounds were very far away from each other. So he forgot about his second spear which was at home, and now they were left with nothing to do, or there was no spear to fish. Now we are doing the next passage. In this passage we have some hard words. The first one is awful nuisance. It means strange inconvenience. Then we have is hank. Hank means loosely tied bundle of strings. Next we have is shoal. Shoal means a large number of fish swimming together in the water. So now what happened? Their spear had broken. Taffy and Tegumai were without any spear. So let's see what happened in the story further. So because Tegumai did not allow his daughter to go back to bring his extra spear, he started repairing his own spear. Okay, because he had a bag in which he had those reindeer sinews, he had some strings and some gum through which he could repair that spear. So he started sitting there and started repairing the spear. Now, while he was repairing his spear, a stranger came near them. He belonged to a faraway tribe. Okay, he belonged to some other place. They were not neighbors. So he was a tribe named the Tevaras. He came over to the place where they were sitting. He stood near the river and he started smiling at Taffy. The stranger too had a little daughter. He also had a daughter at home of his own, and he really admired the gestures of Taffy who was standing there. So he stayed on the bank of that river for some time and he was looking at both of them. Though the stranger did not understand a single word of what Taffy spoke, that means Tevara, that is, the stranger did not understand the language which Taffy used. She started conversing with him. She started talking to him. Now, what did Taffy want? Taffy wanted the stranger to go to her mother in the cave and bring her father's other spear. Okay? So now Tegumai, who was there, the father, was very engrossed. He was very busy repairing the spear. He didn't even look at who came and whom was the daughter talking with. So he was very busy with his mending of the spear. He did not bother who came and what was going on. Now, Taffy was trying to converse, was trying to, talk to Tevara, the stranger. But the stranger who was there was not able to understand what Taffy was trying to say. Okay, he was just smiling and he was thinking that this small girl is trying to say something to me, but I do not know what is she saying. Now, actually, Taffy wanted the Tevara, that is the stranger, to go home and bring the spear and come so that they could do the fishing, continue with the fishing. Now, what happened is that this Tevara, the stranger man, thought that Tegumai is so busy. He is not even seeing or not even bothered that I am talking to his daughter. So he thought that I think that this man is a big chief. Okay, he is a big noble man. That is why he is not even bothered of what is happening. So now what happened is he did not understand what Taffy was saying, and Taffy was really angry that he was not able to understand what she was saying. Now, Taffy was trying to converse, was trying to talk to him, but he didn't understand. He thought that this small girl is just waving her hand and trying to be cute. He didn't understand what she was trying to say. Now we have some other hard words. The first one we have is haughty. Haughty means arrogantly superior. Okay. Then we have is birch bark. Birch bark is a slender tree which has thin peeling bark. Okay, it is a tree. Then we have joggle. Joggle means to move with repeated small jerks. Now let's see what happened. So Taffy, who was there, she was trying to talk to the Tevara, the stranger man, but he didn't even understand what she was trying to say. So now what happened? I greatly fear that haughty chief who turns his back on callers will be angry. So now the Tevara thought that I am not understanding what she is saying. So maybe her father will get angry on me and he will try to punish me. So that is why what happened is that he wanted to show some trust. He wanted to show that he is a good man. So just behind them there was a birch tree. Okay. He removed a bark from that tree and gave it to Taffy to show that he was a good man. He was a man of pure heart. But Taffy did not understand it. She misunderstood it. She thought that he was giving him that bark of tree to draw or to write something on it of what she was saying. But now she thought it's okay. She took that birch bark And she told that, okay, I will draw something on it and tell you what I want you to understand. But then on that bark, she wanted some sharp thing. So now she saw that the stranger man was wearing a necklace, and in that necklace there was a shark's tooth. Okay, so then she asked the stranger man to give her that shark tooth so that she can, scratch something on it. She could write something on it or draw something on it so that the stranger could understand what she wanted to say. Then what happened is that the stranger didn't understand what she was saying. Then she touched that necklace and showed that she wanted it. But now there's a story to it. This stranger man who was there, he always had a belief that anyone who touches the tooth, that is a shark's tooth, would burst up and swell up. But it did not happen with Taffy. So now he was even more convinced that this girl is a very strong girl. Nothing happens to her even when she touches the shark's tooth. And now what happened? He gave that tooth to Taffy, and Taffy started drawing. Okay, she started drawing of what she wanted. And the Tevara was very surprised that she did not burst or she did not swell after touching that shark's tooth. So he gave Taffy that tooth, and now Taffy just lay down on her stomach, with her legs on top, and started drawing. She told the stranger that now look at the painting or the drawing that I am making, and you will understand what I am trying to tell you. Then slowly she started drawing certain things. Okay, she started drawing the river, she started drawing the beaver. Beavers are the small animals which are mostly in the marshy lands. But children, whatever she drew was all in a very bad way. She did not draw in a very good way. So she started drawing, and she told the stranger man to look at the drawings that she was making. She says that she is drawing her father, but her father did not look like her father. He looked something different. She drew the beavers. Even the beavers were drawn in a very strange way. So actually her entire painting or the entire drawing that she made was very weird, was very different. It wasn't the same. Now in this passage we have one hard word, that is slain. Slain means killed mercilessly. Okay, to kill mercilessly. Now what happened? Let's see. Now Taffy, who was there, she continued her drawing. Now she is saying that I think you look very nice. Now she was trying to draw the stranger. Okay, she was telling him that I am now trying to draw you. You look very beautiful, but I cannot draw you. That's why don't feel bad. Offended means offended. Don't feel bad, but I'm trying to draw you. Now the stranger man who was there, he smiled. He did not say anything. He thought there must be a big battle. Now when this Taffy was drawing that painting or that on that bark, the Tevara thought that there is something wrong here. Maybe this daughter and her father are in a very big trouble, and I think they are alone and I should go and call for some help. So that is why he thought that there is a very big problem and there is a battle which is going to happen here. So this extraordinary child who takes the shark tooth, who is drawing all of this thing, he thinks that she is an extraordinary girl. Now he thought that there is something wrong, there is something bad that is happening around in here. Then finally Taffy finished with her painting, that is the drawing, by scratching with the shark's tooth. She says she made her mother, who is standing outside the cave. So now Taffy, who was there, she is saying that I have drawn everything. Now you need to see the painting, the drawing, and search for her address. She is saying that now I will tell you where my mummy lives. Okay, that is, she will draw where her mother lives, her living address. She says that you go till the trees, okay, you walk till the two trees. Now children, you all know there are many trees. Now this girl is very small and she is very silly. She doesn't know what she is saying. She is saying that you will see two trees, you go there, and then you will go to a hill. She is saying that there will be a hill where you will have to cross over, and then there will be a swamp. Swamp means what? Marshy area, okay, where water is there and there are many animals like beavers. There she is saying that I haven't put all the beavers. She is saying that she has not drawn all the beavers, but you just imagine that there are these are the beavers. Then now she is saying that she has drawn their heads, only the heads, not the entire body. And just think, so children, in this way she has drawn all the drawing of the map which she wants to show of how to get to her house in a very weird way. But now the stranger man thinks that there is something wrong and he should go to her mother so that he can find some help. Now it isn't as high as the hilly areas, but I can't draw things very small. She is saying that she cannot draw certain things. That is why she is drawing it in a very different way. Now finally she finished drawing, and then as soon as she finished drawing, the stranger man who was there, he looked at the picture and he shook his head very hard. He said to himself that if I do not fetch this, if he does not get help from somewhere, then the enemies will come and they will put spears on both the daughter and the father. So that is why he has to go and bring help for both these people, that is a daughter and the father. He feared that his enemies were hiding. He felt that the enemies who are there, they are hiding somewhere and they will anytime come and attack the father and the daughter. In this we have one hard word, that is brambles. Brambles means wild prickly bushes. Those kind of bushes which are very prickly. Now let's see what happens. The Tevara who is there, okay, the Tevara, that is the stranger man, he thinks that the enemies will come anytime and attack the Taffy and Tegumai. That is why he just took that birch bark and he just ran away. Okay, he just ran to find some help to go towards Taffy's mother. Now he ran so much. He went through the hills, he went through the bushes, so that he could find the mother. Okay, so finally he walked and he was so tired. Finally he spotted the mother. Okay, he saw that there is a woman who is standing out of the cave. So when the stranger man saw it on the birch bark, the drawing that Taffy had made, he thought that okay, this woman looks similar like Taffy. Okay, the upper head and the face looks like Taffy. So maybe she might be Taffy's mother. So he went towards the cave where the Taffy's mother was standing out, and there were some other women also to whom Taffy's mother was conversing or talking to. So as soon as the stranger man came towards the cave, he showed the drawing which Taffy had made to the woman, that is Taffy's mother. As soon as Taffy's mother saw that drawing, she got so angry. Okay, she got so angry and she even showed it to the other neighbor women who were there at that time. Now children, there was a misunderstanding here. What happened is that the drawing which Taffy had made was all very different which she wanted to say. Okay, she made a drawing where everything looked very, very different. It felt like, as if this stranger man who was there, he had killed her husband. Okay, and now he is trying to kill the daughter, and now he has come here to show that he has killed her family. Okay, so that is why she felt that this man is not good. Okay, and that is why he is on top of it, he is coming and showing it to them. Okay, so in this way the mother who is there, Taffy's mother, got very angry and she started hitting him, and even the other women who were there, they also misunderstood that the stranger man was a bad man. He had attacked Taffy and Tegumai. Now they knocked him down. They felt that this man is a suspicious man. The woman who was there, that is Taffy's mother, misinterpreted Taffy's drawing, believing that the stranger man held her husband captive, means he had killed or attacked her husband and had frightened her daughter. So, children, according to Kipling, that is the author Rudyard Kipling, this was how the first message was written and humorously, that is funnily, misunderstood by both the messenger and the receiver. Who is the messenger here? The messenger is the Tevara, the stranger, whereas the receiver was the mother, that is Teshumai. So with this, we completed with the explanation for this lesson. Thank you for listening. Take care.